Grandpa Dimes.
Hello, Sergeant Vale.
How you doing, sir?
Oh, as good as I can on a day like today.
Absolutely.
How are you, Sergeant?
I'm doing all right as well. Working my way through the day, you know?
That's all you can do.
Yep. Wanted to give you a chance to take a look at the unit. This is Stone's unit here. We're gonna be
This is the one that he drove.
driving it today. Indeed. Here's the keys if you want to take a look around, or we're gonna head up to the church here momentarily.
Thank you, sir. Give me a moment.
Take your time.
I believe it's a local's
Okay.
vagina.
All right, I'll get it out the way.
I thought.
Thank you.
I thought he said a blown up vagina. All right, here you are.
Thanks. I also made a best friend today.
You did, huh?
All right, Grandpa Dimes. You can stay seated inside my vehicle if you'd like, or hold tight. Make sure we got everything coordinated. Get everything underway. All right.
All right. All right, I'll hang outside, right here.
All right.
Eli, you want to roll in with the hearse, sit out front, wait, do the typical approach to the problem, and then do the escort rollout?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if you want to stage or what route you had planned.
What we're just gonna do is downgrade Ocean.
Be the most expeditious.
Yeah, downgrade Ocean, hook a left.
It's just so
hook.
dangerous.
It is dangerous.
That's
I was thinking of taking a side cut.
Is the high velocity vehicles. I say we take Sonora. It might be a little bit farther, but at least we have the freeway to work with, and we won't have those vehicles come around the corners, which is where we get all our collisions. Because they try to make those turns at freeway speeds and we get smashed into.
What we could do is, it's a hefty loop around Sonora 68 Zancudo cut, back road cut. It's a better approach because West Eclipse is going to be our danger intersection.
I agree, but I also think 68 Great Ocean is a danger intersection, especially if anything with blinking lights.
No, I'm just saying, not even. We could go all the way down Sonora, then hook it on to 68, right on the 68 west travel down to Tonga.
Okay,
and then south on Tonga back road cut to avoid any high to low speed intersection.
That might work out better.
It doesn't get down to single lanes on Tonga.
If we shoot past Tonga, go, what is it, Zancudo, I think? Let me look.
You got Tonga.
Yeah,
to
Zancudo to Route 11. That's going to be a very harsh left-hand turn. If we take that route, whoever secures that intersection, Route 11 southbound from 68, be really, really, really proactive. Hit that intersection very, very soon and get it on lock.
Also, should go without saying, fellas, we don't want the cars to be showing up beat to shit. So if you do take a little bit of trade or whatever else it is, just get it patched up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Don't show up to the ceremony with your car smoking and shitty.
Copy that.
Correct. Well, I'm gonna head back over there with
Everybody direct on the route.
Believe so.
All right, so we're gonna go Sonora. We're gonna shoot up and around. She'll just have to follow us for our intersection lock units. It's gonna be a thoughtless process for her. Intersection lock units. We're gonna go back out here, northeast up Sonora, loop all the way around 68. Gonna take 68 to just past the main intersection of the Air Force Base. We're gonna hook us south on Route 11, and then we're gonna take that down to our main avenue and hook into the cemetery.
Okay, and we have bagpipes lined up, and we need to. Who's gonna be doing the last call?
I believe that we got the fire chief volunteer for the last call. He's already premeditated and prep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we doing a 21?
Well, we have enough bodies now.
You were the critical factor for an appropriate 21. So, if you guys want to make sure you got extra M4s in your car for the motorcade units, we'll grab an M4 from y'all's and we'll line it up. We'll have to do it on the fly for where we think the best position will be. We'll have to follow the family member to where the actual burial site is and improvise from there.
If you guys want to, because I got some experience in my previous department with Honor Guard, 21 guards.
Just go ahead and say it.
Do you want me to go ahead?
Go ahead and say it.
I'm on the Honor Guard. If you guys want me to call the discharging of the firearms, very simple.
If you wouldn't mind doing that, Murdoch, I think I'd like to spread it around. You know what I mean? Because we want to show solidarity and unity. It's not that a city police officer was killed; it's that one of us was killed.
Affirmative.
It could be any color uniform, you know.
And in terms of remarks, we're gonna have Andrew initiate. It'd be nice to have Payne kind of step in, seeing as a city boy, and then anybody else that's got positive remarks can step forward and speak willingly from there.
Absolutely.
Firm.
I agree.
When I do the last call, I'm gonna do LSPD, BCOS, and state troopers. Any other department I miss, or BCSO? Excuse me.
That's it. Just make sure you leave the firefighters out of it.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
Hey guys, just for the commands real quick, so we get this all right. For the 21 gun salute, it's going to be a present arms. We should already have our rifles out when we walk up. We're going to do a present arms. That's more of a formality. And then I'm going to say ready. We'll do a ready. Yep. Aim, and then everybody aim up. And then on the command of fire, we all discharge a single round. Okay, we're going to do that 3 times. So pretty simple, but on fire. Don't. Yep. Ready. Aim.
Ready will be aim straight ahead.
Yep. Ready.
Aim will be aim up.
Fire. Discharge around.
It's a matter of being thorough, fellas and lady. Let's just say the news media will be in attendance. Now, the discharge of firearms sometimes provokes response from people in the area. If that occurs and a little red circle ends up on the map for whatever reason, I'm going to break formation and I will deal with that. Nobody else move. We shouldn't all just scatter.
Correct. Good thought.
Okay, it may happen. It may not happen. I'll break, deal with it, and then immediately come right back. Okay, let's try to keep it as professional as we possibly can, honor Officer Stone's memory, and not have any kind of hijinks or shenanigans or fuck around garbage. That being said, if anybody does try to do anything, and God help me, I hope that doesn't occur, but if some shit does happen like that, they are going to be yanked up so fucking fast it'll start a fire in their pants. Okay, I mean I'm talking
also-
ball
Mhm.
sack fire.
Let's make
I will
sure
snatch
we
'em up
have plenty
myself.
of spacing when we're doing this as well.
Agreed.
Oh, we're gonna need an atrocious
Lots
amount
of
of space. An atrocious.
Yes.
Yeah, and because remember when you hit your fire key, if you're too close,
You
you're
want to
gonna
go
get the
ahead and
chimney-
dry run that right now with tasers, Bayo? Just to figure out a predominant
let's-
spacing. I feel like that would be
So,
wise.
There's that 3-foot lunge.
This fucking
So
firefighter's
we
probably
might
gonna
wanna
try to
do-
attack us.
Yeah, probably. Okay, do it with the rifle because I think it does make a difference.
So the
taser or rifle.
main problem, I think, is when you're standing behind him
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. So we have to be very careful because he takes a step and then he throws the bow.
And you got to make sure you're not
After he-
behind. We got to
yeah.
all be online looking at the same
Here,
directory.
think,
So,
yeah.
what I'm gonna have, Lala, what I need you to do is kind of call out a reference point. You'll set the tone for where we're pointing.
Roger that.
You want to
we're
run
gonna
through
go,
it one time?
Go for radio tower top for right now, for where we're at right now. We're gonna do a dry run, so just stand with your weapon down. Detail. Present arms. Aim.
Wait until it says ready. Yeah, bring it up.
Fire. A little bit quicker on the fire. A little bit quicker. That's why we're rehearsing it. Aim.
All right, reset. We'll
All right, we'll
reset. Do a whole
from the
reset.
beginning. All right, reset.
Yep.
They didn't come up together. Some folks that bringing it up kind of went like in a little cascade.
Detail.
Go ready, right? Bring it up. Okay.
Present arms. Aim. Fire. Aim. Fire. Aim. Fire. Shoulder. Arms. I should about do it, guys.
Good job, fella.
Oh, shit, we got a
Damn,
crowd.
seem to have amassed an audience.
That'll teach those fucking firefighters.
All right, guys. So we got the city guys running block. You guys are running front motorcade. You want me to bring up the rear behind the hearse? Typically in one of these, we have a vehicle that follows the hearse all the way in because no one leaves him. He's in the back of the hearse. No one leaves his side. So I need one of us,
Hey,
probably
Chief.
to be me. I can ride right behind him.
Gonna start
securing
working
the rear.
crowd management for that.
Bayo's going to be driving Officer Stone's vehicle with
All right, folks.
his father,
please follow
Mr.
me
Dean.
over to the church. Leave the nice officers alone. Let them rehearse.
So if he can drive behind the hearse.
Now we
I'll be
got.
driving with, Grandma
He'll be
Diamond.
shooting too, but he's gonna be calling
Okay.
it. We're gonna have
You
our
got- and you're
7
in a
shoot.
marked
We'll have an
unit?
appropriate 21.
I am in a marked
Working with what we got.
You're in Stone's vehicle. Excellent. Okay.
And it was my understanding that his body has been under constant guard since he was pronounced, correct?
Correct.
That's affirmative.
Okay.
All right, so now here's the time where nobody's gonna be fucking dumb. Does anybody have issues? Is everybody warm and fuzzy over the entirety of the event? No
Can I
dumb
just
question.
make sure someone's always going to be in front of me so I know
We
where I'm going?
we will always be in front of you. You don't have to have any thought process into it. Follow the 2 motorcycles, and we'll get you there.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
What was the intersection off of Route 11 that you said we need to be
So we're gonna go down 68. We're gonna hit Route 11. It turns into North Rockford.
Tungava Drive.
Yeah, you said there was an intersection that you need to get there quickly.
Yeah, that's going to be that Route 11. What is it, Zancudo? That is very iffy in terms of locals and how they handle that intersection. So you got to, whoever gets that intersection, it's going to be the roll of the dice, you know what I mean? Whoever gets that intersection, if we hook that left on there and you ended up with that intersection, just start breaking away sooner than later to try to control that intersection.
And the exact location of the cemetery, what's that intersection?
So go to West Eclipse Boulevard. You'll see a little lake that's on there. It's around the U-bend. It's on the west corner of North Rockford and West Eclipse Boulevard. You see that little tiny lake in there and a U-bend in the road? That little lake is the cemetery, and we'll be going into that from the south side, from West Eclipse Boulevard.
Okay, copy that. All right, so we're heading southbound off this road here, and then going back north on onto the freeway, right?
Yeah, we're gonna hook out of here. Eli, what do you think? We just take a right, then another right, and hit the Great Ocean Main Drag, and then go out that way, loop all the way around 68, and come back.
That's what I do.
Yeah, and that's if we go down Great Ocean. Great Ocean's got the Hookies Bend that's fucking savage with sirens and clutter. And then it's also got the West Eclipse Boulevard. It's got the 68 intersection. We got so many merger lanes that are just vicious in nature. The locals are all drunk and don't know how to drive. So we know that Sonora operates a little bit better, and 68's not nearly as savage due to the speed reduction. So that's why we're taking the long route around.
How do we want to organize parking once we get there? We're going to back all our units in and then escort the person on foot?
Typically,
yes, I mean,
yes.
Go ahead.
Sorry, man. Typically, yeah. When
it's your area.
Yeah, if we take the hearse straight up, typically casket, but I understand we're just going to drive the hearse right to the burial site, right where he's going to be placed. We will all fall in directly behind him. Might be a little bit easier if we do single file line. That way we don't look like a complete gaggle trying to stay shoulder to shoulder. And then we'll branch off, or I'd prefer we all stick together.
So the only potential issue I'm seeing is I think we got a towpath that leads up in there for the hearse to actually go to the grave site. We do not know which site is his. Motorcades.
The grave site that's his is the one that's surrounded by water.
Okay, so it's in the center of the actual lake. All right, we're gonna struggle to get there. Me and Eli will figure it out on the fly in terms of where we'll stop the motorcade by the actual site. We'll just.
There is a road that leads straight to the bridge that crosses straight to it.
Yeah, I know there's a little towpath that leads up there. We'll do it live when it comes to it, right, Eli?
Just
King of Live.
Be very careful with the spacing, guys. Very, very careful in our spacing when we do our salute, 21 salute. We don't need any accidents if it,
Yeah, that'll
good
fuck
spacing.
everything up. We'll get.
And I will call
spacing.
a reference point prior to saying detail. I'll give reference point so and so, detail, present arms, and go from there.
And on the present, we're coming up. That's the ready. So
present rifle. Yep.
Yeah,
present
coming
arms is rifle straight ahead.
Yep.
Yep.
And then when
aiming your rifle in front of you,
swing it up when he goes to the aim.
Ready. Yep. Is going to be go to that reference point that I declare, and then on fire. I'm telling you, as soon as I'm done saying fire, boom, pull that trigger, and then I will say ready, fire, boom, on the trigger, ready, fire, boom, shoulder arms. Shoulder arms is just bring it down to low ready.
Okay. And at what point do we take our hats off? Are we doing that for the firing, or are we leaving them on for the firing?
So for all of our funerals, we leave our covers
you cannot
on.
salute with the cover on. You leave the cover on,
Yeah, we leave our covers on for funerals.
Yeah.
The only time we would take our covers off is if we were in a church. Indoors, covers come off. Outdoor funerals, covers stay on.
Yeah, 4. All right. I guess we're all good to go. Let's do it.
We are.
Sirens.
So we'll do the lights. But if you got to bump it through the intersection, got an asshole that ain't lying, go ahead and get verbal on them with your audibles.
All right.
All right, guys.
Let's do it.
Let's do a gear check. Make sure you got your morning bands on, and check your cars.
And 4. I'll head back over there with Grandpa Dean, and you're going to say a few words over there, correct, Trooper Thompson?
Yes, sir. I will.
All right. And
I'll go last.
you're gonna roll up first, Tora, with the hearse, and then back it up towards the doors, I believe.
Okay.
Leave a little bit of spacing.
Which side of the church? This side or the other side?
Yeah, the close side towards us is the parking lot area.
Okay.
Where do you want me to line up all the people?
So hit backspace, Finco. There you go, Bubba.
What'd that do?
Can someone just let me know when I
turns on your turn six?
Trooper Thompson will.
Yeah,
You'll follow.
believe in turn
Actually, you'll be the first one in. Everybody else is gonna follow you in.
Okay, so
You're just
pull
gonna
up
go
my
around,
forms,
make a
turn around
U-turn, and
reverse in.
pull. You want to reversing in, or just making a U-turn in there? Fuck, we should have this planned. Okay, make a U-turn and then just pull in front of the north-facing door.
Hey guys, I'm just gonna pull directly out in front of the hearse. It'll be the bump cars, you guys on motors, me in front of the hearse, and then Stone's vehicle behind the hearse.
I'm right behind. Yep, I already have mine parked over there. So
perfect. All right.
We're rolling up now.
Everybody.
Yep, we're rolling up now. Adam 26, Dave 1. Can you have Miss Harkett on comms, please?
Tora,
Yeah.
can you get on the radios, please?
Sure.
All right, so we're having her primary go in, and we're going to follow suit, or are we escorting in? It's the only thing we ain't established. Most of the time, motorcade will roll in prior, guide her into the parking lot as well.
I say we do that.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have enough room.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll do it live. We just need to do the swoop around. I say we always make it an effortless process for everybody else.
Roger that.
Is everybody ready?
26 to 309 or 451. Do you mind dragging Tora down?
All right, Eli, let's roll on.
I'll say something first. Me and Adam, we weren't really that close. I mean, we were okay. The first time I met Adam, I punched him in the face. I know you're thinking, not funny. It wasn't funny. But what I wanted to point out was he kept his professionalism and he picked up his hat. And he he's a good officer. He did everything he was supposed to, and I just really wish I got to say goodbye before what happened. So, if you hear me, Adam, I miss you.
Adam was an old friend of mine. We go pretty far back, but I haven't seen him in a long time, but I wish I could have been there. But the day he had that accident, I got to see him one last time under some questionable circumstances, but I'm just glad that I got to see you one last time. Bye, Adam.
Well, unfortunately, I've dealt with Mr. Stone quite a few times on the road. Things I got the lead foot, and he's always been there to get me. So he is a tribute to being a great officer, and we've always been. He's always been bantering back and forth with Ella to see who the better Stone was. So I always thought that was funny. He always kept a light heart, and really good guy. Where I think he's going to be a heavy loss for all of us. But yeah, you're in a better place now, though, man.
Come on, Norman.
Hello.
Norman. It's okay, Norman. Speak up. It's alright, Norman. Here, let's walk you back out of the circle here. Come here. Come on.
Miss you, Adam. It's not how this is supposed to be. I was supposed to go before you. Thank you for being the man that you were. I love you. See you up there someday.
I looked up in the dictionary what a stone meant, and I know that sounds silly, but a stone is something that's hard and solid and non-metallic mineral matter, or rock, even. And then also, the second meaning of a stone is, well, it's a piece of rock shaped for a purpose. That's basically what Officer Stone was for us. He was shaped for a purpose, to protect and serve, and he did that for everybody here, and I will never be able to pay him for that.
Anybody else like to speak?
Adam was kind of becoming like a brother to me. He was the one I could shoot the shit with and have some good laughs. He was a great officer, and he definitely will be missed. And Stone, I promise to always have some melted Snickers on the ready for you, mate.
nobody else wishes to speak, the procession to the cemetery will begin. Let's go ahead and finish after he finishes. The motorcade will start to the cemetery. Like I said, please stay a good distance behind us, but you may follow the procession.
I just wanted to say on behalf of the Paleto Lumber Yard and all the fellow lumberjacks, I know he came up there more than one time to help me and chase off a couple of those kitties that had me climbing up a tree. And very kind, and I'm be eternally grateful for all the help that he gave this community. And sorry to see he deserves a good spot and all the honor that we show him here today.
Is that it? All right.
One out.
Officer Stone, we lost you the first day I moved here. Heard nothing but great stories, amazing police work, and I sure wish I could have met you. You've met the one person that truly matters. His grace, carry on eternally. Rest in peace.
Anybody else? I think we're good. Last call.
Alright, procession will begin momentarily.
Detail, forward, march. Detail, present, arms. Aim. Fire. Aim. Fire. Shoulder. Arms.
Thank everyone for coming today. I'm gonna do what's known as the last call on the radio. Fire Chief Jason Diggs to dispatch. Please hold all radio traffic and stand by for broadcast. Dispatch to Adam 11. Dispatch to Adam 11. Dispatch to Adam 11. This is the last call for Adam 11. No response from Patrolman Adam Stone. Call sign Adam 11 is 1042 for the last time as of October 29th, 2017, after 80 days of service to the citizens of Los Santos. Although you are gone, you will not be forgotten, and your memory will live on with every officer, including the State Troopers of California, the Blaine County Sheriff's Office, the Los Santos Police Department, and San Andreas Fire and Rescue. May you rest in peace, brother. The time is 0000 hours.
Dave 1, 451. Bagpipes.
Affirmative.
That's right.
While you're playing.
so we can collapse store M4s and re-enter to say our pieces.
Good evening, everyone. Not too good at these things, to be quite honest, but try my best here. I've known Adam Stone for a little bit of time now, and when he first came into the city, I'm like, who's this dude trying to take into my territory? I'm the night officer. I run this by myself. But after a little bit, and him running the call with me and working those long, late hours, back-to-back medical calls and assaults and whatnot, some shootings, he grew to be my brother. He was somebody I could count on. I know he would be there. If I was screaming on that radio, he would be the first one there. And I truly appreciate that. A police officer is it's not a job that's just, you know, thought of on the whim. It's not something you just pick up, you know, you just wake up one day, you're like, I just want to be a cop. It's a calling. It's you're chosen from birth. And as a cop leaves their family, they kiss their wives and their kids and all of their loved ones, and they have that thought in the back of their head that they might not make it back home. They always have that thought, and they accept that. They accept that from day one. And Officer Stone, he accepted that. He was killed in the line of duty, fighting the good fight. He was a real cop, a cop's cop. And I appreciate him. And I will always miss him. So I appreciate all you guys for coming and just showing your respects. That's it.
This was an officer that I was not lucky enough to have worked with as often as I would like, but those times I did showed that he was one that I could trust with my life. The thin blue line just got a little thinner. May you rest in peace. Mr. Dimes, on behalf of the citizens of Los Santos, they raised a sum of money for the family of Officer Stone. And present that money to you as we're all here today. The citizens of Los Santos raised $73,061 in Officer Stone's name to help the family cover what was left behind. You now.
Thank you, everybody. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
On behalf of the citizens of Los Santos.
Thank you, sir.
I thought I'd prepare something for this, but I couldn't. So I'm here winging it for Stone. Only know Stone for a few months, but something about him. First time I met him, just Stone is an amazing person, amazing brother. He died in the line of duty watching my back, covering my ass. There's nothing I could do to repay him. He always put others before himself, and truly wanted to make the world a better place. And I hope one day I'm as good as an officer as he was. but I'll strive for that greatness. I'll fight for it. Grandpa Dean, you got a family in us, all right? You need anything, you let us know.
I will. Thank you, sir.
Afternoon, everybody. Trooper Duel, as you know. Usually I have a lot to say, but I don't about Stone, and that's a positive thing. One of the most squared away officers we've had. I never had him in my office for any type of negative recourse. When people sign up for the job, they don't sign up to be shot at. They don't sign up to be thrown in danger. They know they sign up for very low pay, very harsh hours, very limited family time. It's a sacrifice that they make. First step of that sacrifice already says that you're a good person. Put yourself beyond that. When you become selfless, when you're out there late at night on the beat, making sure people's property is secure, that they feel safe in their homes, that's what we sign up for. Not to get shot at. With that said, him being most one of the memorable officers that I had, because we had minimum contact. Finding someone that's so squared away is so difficult to do. And I appreciate your service. And it's sad to see that the father has to bury his son. The son should never beat the father to the grave. With that said, I want to make sure that if you have any needs, anything at all, you contact the state police and we'll facilitate it the best we can. I'm gravely sorry for your loss. Can't begin to understand your heartache, sir. I've got nothing further.
Good evening, everyone. Trooper Thompson, San Andreas State Police. Pleased that everybody could join us tonight to honor a man who was truly selfless, who took up a mantle to protect others, serve his community, and did so with distinction. I thought a lot about Officer Stone since I heard about this incident and so many others needlessly lost. And it challenges me, as I hope it challenges others, to ask oneself, what is a hero? I think all too often we become accustomed to heroes wearing capes and funny suits. I disagree. I think a real hero wakes up and kisses the people that he loves the most or she loves the most, puts on a uniform and goes out into a world that is uncertain, a world that can be dark. I would say that the deepest and most desperate cries for help come from the dark. And it takes a special kind of person to run into the dark to help a stranger. Officer Stone was a man like that. So we honor him and his sacrifice as a brother and as a hero. I'd like to read a few words. sky grew dark, and sirens began to wail. Badge struck the ground as another hero fell. He walked the beat, policed the street, kept his honor clean. Brothers and sisters know what this oath can mean. Sound the horns and ring the hero's bell. Walk in peace on heaven's streets. You've done your time in hell.
Afternoon. Deputy Murdoch with the BCSO. There's nothing that I can say that hasn't already been said. There's also no words that can convey the pain, sadness, and anger that his fellow brothers and sisters that stand on the thin blue line every day. There's just no words. This happens all too often. I'm not going to force anything on anyone here, but I would like to end us by just saying the Lord's Prayer. If you all have it. If you'd like to, bow your head, please. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us for our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen.
I don't have much to say, but thank you. You all have shown a great kindness. And for that, I don't think I can ever repay. But I'm sure that Adam is looking down, smiling that all of you are here. And I think that speaks louder than words. Thank you.
Alright, if no one has anything else to say, I'll say a couple words and we will follow the officers out. You may stay at the gravesite if you wish, but after I speak, unless anything else needs to be said, this procession is considered over. I was at the scene with an officer down call, not Officer Stone. During the time I was helping the first officer, I heard Officer Stone yell for everyone to take cover, of course. I shielded the officer that I had down in front of me, helped him up, got him out of his vest. He ran out on the street, unprotected, with the rest of his fellow officers. Officer Stone ran in. I think we counted about 13 gang members there, all with automatic weapons and pistols. A hero runs into that situation. He died an absolute hero. We did everything we could in the back of that, and he fought like hell. But in the end, he went out as he came into that street. A hero. And everybody should remember him that way. That's all I got to say.
Spot a little bit if y'all want. I'll be there in like 15 or so.
Report, gentlemen. You have a good night.
Be safe, fellas.